which at the time of request had had expired.
In position to identify the said request and reply you got.
Yes, my lord, I can be able to identify it by its content, the date of Senior Commissioner of Police Chelimo Biata, who signed it in my presence.
Nafuti avunanibwa yali yafuna permit wa yali yaggwako.
Is a request letter by Senior Commissioner of subject request for information to support investigations stroke 2026.
Address to
and transport. By Katshave Winston.
Kena kuzo mwezi musanvu mwezi okuweebwa ebikwata okuweebwa ebinayamba mu kunoonyereza ku musango ogwa Ggaba CRB 0 okugaba pamiti mu kitongole ekyebyentambula ng'era eno okuddibwamu kwawandikibwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 14 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 nga
Commissioner Transport Regulation Chief Licensing Officer.
Really sorry, I keep forgetting. My Lord, I pray that the documents admitted as exhibits.
Okay, the request letter and addressed to the Chief Licensing from the Ministry of Works, authored by Ms. admitted, and it is marked PEX 14B.
Baluwa y'okusaba yawandiikibwa SCP Chelimo Biata ng'ennaku z'omwezi musanvu ogw'enzi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 ng'eyolekera Commissioner w'ebyenguudo n'ebyentambula ekiriziddwa ng'ekizibu kye ky'oludda olwabi era neerambibwa ng'eriko ennaku z'omwezi 14 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 naye erambiddwa ng'ekizibu ky'oludda olwabi ekyo 14 ba.
From the provided.
My Lord,
in summary,
which expired driving license. The information also concluded or confirmed that Mr. Onyum Okello Christopher does not hold a valid
Did you do any other thing other than that? Take back.
My lord, the course of investigation covered phones from the accused, which phones were subject
Yes.
and as a result in this process,
Yes.
I delegated an officer, inspector of police.
We are talking about subjecting the phones for forensic imaging.
Yes, my
So
lord.
are we still on that?
Before it's recovered from the accused, did you participate in the process of handling the phones etc recovered from the accused?
Yes, my lord. For the phones to be submitted in an extraction of information that could be of evidential value to the case in matter. I mean, a case in point here. I gave through minutes in the file.
Other than
I gave in police, Mpamizo Agure, inspector of police.
and the name?
Mpamizo Agure.
What were the instructions?
To secure, to enable us inspect and extract bank of the accused
Brit?
Ekirala kye nakola nga sindika mu kitongole ekikola eri detective inspector wa poliisi Mpamizo Agre okutwala essimu ezo biragiro ebimu mu bigambo ebirala mu buwandiike omusirikale Mpamizo Agre okugenda mu maaso okulayira ekirayiro asobole okuba nga agenda mu kooti afune ekiragiro ekitusobozesa okugenda okunoonyereza n'okujja ebikwata kwa afune era ekiragiro okuva mu kooti ekitukkiriza okugenda mu by'empuliziganya z'amasimu okufuna ebikwata ku ntambuza ya ssente ku masimu, enkuba y'amasimu, call data,
Okay.
era n'okuba
James, why did you cause
Bakubidde.
these investigations?
My lord wanted to find out or to establish the lifestyle
agenda mu maaso okukola kino okunoonyereza ku kunoonyerezaako.
Did you also do any other thing or give any other
of the call that the accused person and look for that record of that call.
Era nayongera n'endagira omwami Mpamizo ebyakubwa ku ssimu yo.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you so much.
No, that's all.
And defense, how much time do you need to cross-examine officer? At 5 minutes after midday.
zange enchafu. My bag is not here. But we have many people in your group from Uganda, so I believe you were moving. The number for you. For you, you see that. Bucket. Just bring the bag. Kaskamera mwaka tuweka tulaba. Mukomeo tukole. Kamba. Kabo kalanyani badamba kasubiri. Genda okomyewo jaji tandike. Ono ye twala kusubiri ye step by step, yes. But you see judges who are as calm as so you drove. Never talk of that. Abereye Bulaya naweereza mwalonda omuntu omukyamu omufu abali enrolled, yeah, kasitobera enrolled or subscribed, yeah. Anti kyova olaba nti ffe baloya ba gavumenti tubadde twewala Uganda Law Society kati ne batuleetera abayaayi tukiraba so nga singa tubadde tugenda ne tulonda tetusobola kulonda kati muyaayi nga Ssemakadde olonda otya Ssemakadde okuggyako omuntu atamumanyi olonda otya Ssemakadde naye gwe Roger ondabikira nga walonda Ssemakadde. Auntie, you bear the consequences. Yes. But you see that yeah, out of excitement, out of breakfast. Why? Awaliwo ku Lucozade. Can we get Lucozade? Eh? Bring. Bring a big one, I think I refrigerated with a straw probably. I don't need that kind of sleeping. He wakes up in the night and yes. Abaliwo. Singa twakola AGM. Let me tell you, sema kati bweyandisonze era twandironze mulalu munne. Nsooke mukakkane mulabe consequences ezo ezavuyaayo. Nesema kati. Is that an issue for you, Wele? How? Okay, fine. Now, it's okay. Now, wait a minute. The issue is, now that you have Semakande, tell me how you are going to stop. You see, let me tell you, Semakande could even be one of the reasons why those weird policies are being prospered. And what is opposition? You tell me. Yeah, it's okay. But if this is right now, even if you were one opinion, nobody is willing to give. Even if you were giving a sofa, interpretinga buli kagambo paraphrase keswahili tulina okuva wano tulina ate oli yabadde completely off oli yabadde off omanyi actually ani akateeseeko
just coming.
Hello, good afternoon. Let's settle. The judge is coming in now.
Criminal Session Case number 132 of 2026, Uganda versus Christopher Okello Onyum.
Who is cross-examining?
Apande.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you for investigating this matter. It has put the whole nation on tension, and therefore court is investigating to find out the truth. Thank you. And you confirmed to court that you interacted with this person with other two police officers, including Atube.
Yes, my lord.
twayogerezeganya n'avunaanibwa n'abasirikale abalala okuli ne Atube.
You and Atube, you are his boss.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. After interacting with this suspect, he went ahead and recorded a plain statement.
Yes, my lord.
Are you aware that the information you got from him influenced his writing the plain statement from the suspect?
What's the question?
Are you aware the information you got from the suspect together from the suspect?
So you're saying that the information on the plain statement was influenced by the earlier conversation? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying?
Yes, my lord.
My lord, Atube is a police officer.
Afande, I asked you
He
a
is a
question.
detective
Afande, first answer my
and
question.
an investigator. So his presence when I was interviewing the suspect, I think, all I know, first of all, is lawful, and I don't think the statement he recorded was influenced in any way, if I have got counsel's question very well.
Afande, that's the question I asked you. Was he influenced or not?
He was not influenced.
So will I be correct before taking the plain statement? He had information about the suspect already.
Atube listened to the
Will
interview.
I be correct? Tell me yes or no. Will I be correct? He had information before writing the statement. Fande, you are right.
Yes, you will be correct because
Okay.
he was there when I was interviewing.
Listen to the
Yeah,
next
Oba
question.
mutu- oba mutuufu okugamba nti Atube yaliwo nga njogerezeganya n'ono avunaanibwa era nga tannakola statement. Atube yaliwo.
Afande, you said you went to his house
Yes, my lord.
and you found no mattress.
Yes, my lord.
Will I be, it is very very unusual for somebody not to have a mattress in his house. Will I say it is very unusual?
Did that come through his evidence about the mattress?
My lord, it's in his plain,
But
it's
then
in
you
his
don't-
statement.
You're introducing some strange evidence. It is not on the court record. So if you have to bring something and you seem to be making reference, then you first introduce that information.
Thank you, my lord. I therefore pray that my land colleague gives him the police statement he recorded.
Aba omujulizi aweebwa statement ye gyawandiika.
Are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Okay, look at your last page and the last words. The second last line, the third last line of your statement. Have you seen the word no mattress?
You are talking of the last page of my statement?
It is the second last page of your statement. Then the
Second last, or?
second last, okay, second last page.
Second last page, yes.
Then the third last line.
Yes, my lord, I see it.
You have seen no mattress.
Yes.
Will I be right to say it's very unusual somebody to rent a house without a mattress to sleep on?
It may appear unusual,
Okay.
but that is the fact or the truth I found on ground.
Okay.
Statement yange mulimu nti nasanga temuli mufaliso era kiyinza okulabika ng'ekitali kya bulijjo naye ng'ekyo kye kituufu kye nazuula temwali mufaliso.
Afande, what is your experience in investigation? How many years have you spent in investigations?
My lord, I have 5 years experience in investigation.
Okay.
Nina obukugu bwa myaka 5 mu kunoonyereza.
In your experience and wisdom of investigations, is it usual for somebody to commit this kind of murder in broad daylight for purposes of sacrifice?
Yes, it is possible.
Is it usual?
It is possible.
Okay, how many?
Tikisoboka omuntu okuzza omusango gw'obutemu nga guno emisana ttuku.
In your 5 years of experience, how many have you come across the offenses committed in that day, broad daylight, in that nature?
My lord, in my 5-year experience in investigation, this is the first case of this nature.
Okay,
However, there are other cases where people have been murdered that I have previously handled.
Thank you, Afande.
Ti mu myaka 5 yenkoledde omulimu gw'okunoonyereza guno gwe musango ogusoose okulaba omusango ogukuttibwa okw'ekika kino, naye emabega waliwo emisango emirala egiziddwa mu nkula y'emu egigenda mu maaso n'okuba nga gyolezebwa.
Afande, there are some unique documents that are on court record already. Certificate of good conduct, document from the Embassy of America saying is of normal mental status and has no criminal record. I do believe that if somebody is issued with a certificate of good conduct, he has no criminal record. Is that true?
That may appear true.
Okay.
Yes.
Omuntu okweba certificate eraga nti yeeyisa bulungi kiyinza okuba kituufu nti aba tazzangako ku musango.
Okay, you are the IO of this matter. Is that right?
I supervised the investigations.
That means you are part of the IOs.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
nali omu ku baanoonyeza musango guno.
Will I be right to say that there is information this person spent some month, 8 to 9 months in Butavika when he was receiving treatment?
Yes, that information is there.
Okay.
Tekituufu waliwo ekyoga nti omuntu ono yamala ebbanga mu ddwaliro e Butabika myezi 5 ku 8 ng'afuna obujjanjabi.
Period of how long?
8 to 9 months.
myezi 8 ku 9.
That's Butabika Mental Hospital.
Yes, my lord. Will I be right also to say that you are in possession of information that between 2016 to 2025, he had episodes of mental illness?
No, my lord. I am not in possession of such information.
Sirina kyebimanyiiko ekyokuba nti omuntu eno yaliko obulwadde bw'obutafu bw'omutwe oba okuba nti yalinga atabuka omutwe mu wakati wa 2016 ne 2025.
Since you are part of the investigators, did you get an opportunity to look at PF 24?
Yes, I did.
Did you read?
I read through it.
And you believe that information is not there?
The information is there, and I believe the author of the information was before this court, and he explained that report, my lord.
Therefore, fund.
Okusinziira nti nali omu ku banoonyereza mu musango guno era nga natunula ku bbaluwa okwekebejjezebwa avunaanibwa, olwaleero nagisoma bulungi era n'ebyo byogera ku ebiri, era nsuubira nti eyawandiika ebbaluwa eyo yajja mu kooti muno n'aginnyonnyolera.
So will I be right to say that if you read that PF 24 and you find that information, you are in possession of the information?
The medical form is there.
Yes,
And
I found answer the question.
Yes, the information is there.
So I want to put it to you that it was wrong for you to say you are not aware. Let us continue.
Tekituufu ebyogera bya mu ebiri mu lipooti okwekebejjezebwa avunaanibwa.
Afande, in your wisdom and experience of 5 years,
Yes, my lord.
you know the importance of statements that the suspect knows the consequences of his actions. You know the importance.
Yes.
What is the question?
in his wisdom and experience, he knows the importance when the suspect says that I know the consequences of my words, my action.
Okay, let's proceed.
Afande.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. So it is very crucial in investigations.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Look at your statement again. Open where it is. You are there?
Yes, I am there.
I do believe you are familiar with your statement.
Yes, my lord.
Okay. Will I be right to say the statement that the accused told you that he knows the consequences and the results of his actions is not in your statement?
My lord,
I found the first answer the question. Will I be right to say so?
my lord, during the course of investigation,
I found the first answer the question, then I will ask for explanation. We are going there, Afande. Answer. Will I be right it's not there? Or if it is there, can you read it to court?
that particular aspect may not be in the statement.
Okay.
May not or is not?
I need to.
I found it to be precise. I've read through your statement several times. It's not there.
My lord, that particular item is not in my statement.
Okay. Since you are IO, there are many other statements that the accused wrote. Are you aware that that statement is still lacking in his plain charge and caution statement and other statements from other officers? Fande, say yes or no. You are not aware.
Maybe I need to read this statement and confirm, because these statements were taken by different officers.
That is true, but
Yes.
I want to tell you that they are not there. We continue.
Okello yakola statement.
But in an extrajudicial statement that he made before a magistrate, he apologized.
We haven't reached there. I will ask you about the extrajudicial statement.
Of course,
Wait for
you are
question.
quoting all the statements he made.
I say the charge and caution plain statement. We are going there. Okay, if you think he apologized at the time you were questioning him, did you have any proof as to his health status?
At that material time, no.
Okay.
Budde nze wenamubuuliza okumujjako wenamubuuliza nali sinaawo bukakafu bukwata ku nsonga ya bulamu bwe.
You said in court here that he had a police line to call. Is it in your statement, that line?
No, it is not.
Tekiri mu statement yange nti Okello yalina layini ya poliisi gy'ali akuba.
Did you read his plain statement? Will I be right? It's also not there.
I read through his plain statement.
It is not there. Isn't that true? Afande, we have many other witnesses. Answer. Kindly answer.
It may be true.
So you want court to write it may be not true.
Officer, please answer the question. Does it appear in the plain statement of Mr. Okello, that issue of the police line? It's a simple question.
My
that you
lord.
can answer.
Are you aware or you are not aware? Please, we want to continue. You may not be aware.
My lord, for now, I may not be so sure whether it is there or not.
Isekakasa saawa zino oba mu statement ya Okello mwekiri nti yalina line ya police.
Okay, Afande, will I be right to say that a knife or knives are domestic common tools at home?
Yes, you're right.
Oba mutuufu okugamba nti akambe oba obwambe ebintu ebikozesebwa ewaka ebya bulijjo.
And you also confirm that the suspect told you he has or is intending to do agriculture in Noya district.
Yes.
Oba mutuufu ogamba nti Okello yantegeeza nti yali ateekateeka okukola ebyobulimi mu disitulikiti y'Enyoya.
Afande, do you know the importance of lifting the suspect's fingerprints?
Yes, I do.
Manyi obukulu bw'okuggyako avunaanibwa ebyenkumu.
Are you aware that yesterday we were told that was not done?
Lifting the suspect's fingerprints?
Yes.
Counsel, you
From what?
rephrase the question.
From what?
My lord, I'm asking him, is he aware that somebody came here yesterday and said the suspect's fingerprints were not lifted?
They are not lifted from what?
To go and examine whether he interacted with the items they are talking about.
Specifically, which item?
My lord, they recovered many items at the scene of crime,
And specifically,
at his home.
okay, specifically, which item are you talking about?
My lord, it could be the dead bodies, the children he cut, they allegedly cut, the knives, the clothes, all that they talked about.
My lord, as far as the exhibits that were recovered at the scene is concerned, all of those exhibits were properly processed. Where lifting fingerprints was needed, it was done. Swabs were taken, and all of those exhibits were submitted to forensics for analysis, including samples from the accused person.
Kubikwatagana ku bizibiti ebyasangibwa mu kifo ewazibwa omusango byonna byagobererwa emitendera egyetaagisa era n'okutwalibwa mu bakugu abeekebejja ebizibiti era n'ebinkumu ebyali byetaagisa byabaggiwaako nga kw'oggyeko n'okujja kwavunaanibwa.
Afande, in your 5 years of experience plus wisdom, in case the fingerprints of the suspect were not lifted, would that be dangerous to your case?
Lifted from where, my counsel?
I'm talking about his fingerprints. I hope you know it.
My lord, fingerprints are taken depending on whichever purpose you require them for.
I'm asking.
For example, when we arrest people and we take people into our custody, whoever enters into our custody are always fingerprinted.
Afande.
Secondly, when an offense happens and we visit scenes of
Afande, I will look
crime,
for that explanation from you, but first answer the question.
I
Kindly, I look for that explanation. I look for that explanation. And we are going there, but answer this question. Kindly, can you answer the way I put it to you?
Can you repeat the question?
Will I be right to say, in case his fingerprints were not lifted, it is dangerous to your case in your wisdom and experience?
You've understood the question.
Yes.
That failure to extract fingerprints or lift is detrimental to your case.
yes,
You answer that question.
yeah, it is.
Okay, we continue.
Nkimanyi bulungi nti obutajja binkumu ku muntu akwatiddwa bateeberezebwa okuzza omusango kiba kya bulabe ku musango oguba gunoonyezebwako.
Afande, are you in possession of information from the suspect that at the time of arrest he had a lot of painkillers to include diclofenac, tramadol, and that the purpose were to prevent him from feeling pain?
My lord, during the arrest of the accused person, some drugs were recovered from his bag.
Bwe twakwatira avunaanibwa ono waliwo amakerenda agaasangibwa mu nsawo ye.
Do you remember him or in your file telling you that the previous day he had a lot of pain?
No.
Sijjukira kuŋŋamba nti olunaku emabega yali alina obulumi bungi.
Afande, have you prepared another eye outcome? Since you are part
That is
of
not
it.
his. That is not his. It is for the prosecution.
Much obliged, my lord. Afande, since you are in possession of statements about his mental status, did you find it prudent or necessary to visit Butabika Hospital and come up with information regarding him?
My lord, at the onset, after the arrest of the accused,
First answer the question,
First answer
Afande.
his question, then you can give an explanation.
no, my lord.
Kirondoola kugenda ku ddwaliro lya Butabika kukebera ku bikwata ku bulamu bw'avunaanibwa.
So, will I be right to say that you don't know that the justice of this case demands so?
My lord, I am aware of that, and the accused was subsequently examined. And the medical report is on record.
Ekyo nkimanyi bulungi era avunaanibwa yeekebejjebwa era n'ebbaluwa z'abasawo kweziri ku fayiro.
Afande, I pray you look at his plain statement, if you know where it is.
The plain statement of the accused.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Can you read the court the date on which you got it?
My lord, the witness has not said that is the one that recorded the plain statement. That answer, with due respect, is inappropriate to this particular witness, my lord.
Which answer?
I mean the question, my lord.
The question is, he's an investigating officer. He's the one who assigned Ugaba to record a plain statement. I don't think it is out of place for him to tell us what is on the plain statement that he requires.
Much obliged, my lord. Afande, are you there?
Yes, my lord.
Can you read to court the date it was extracted?
It was made on 4th of April 2026.
Avunaanibwa yakola statement ye poliisi nga 4 omwezi ogw'okuna mwaka 2026.
And do you remember that it was taken before the doctor on 7th April 2026?
Yes, my lord.
Era nzijjukira nti avunaanibwa yatwalibwa ew'omusawo nga 7 omwezi ogw'okuna mwaka 2026.
So, will I be right to say that the time he recorded the statement and interacted with you, nobody knew his health status, especially the mental?
My lord,
will I be right? First answer the question, then you go.
He's addressing the court.
Much
He's
obliged.
addressing the court and you are not allowing him to answer.
Much obliged.
my lord, in practice, not every person whom we take a statement from, that we first start by examining them to ascertain their mental status.
Okusinziira mu ngeri gye tukolamu, si buli muntu akwatibwa nti tusooka kumutwala kwekebejjebwa kola ya bwongo bwe nga tetunnamuggyawo statement ye.
So it is true his statement was taken before examination.
Yes, as it is.
Ekituufu avunaanibwa yaggibwako statement nga tannaba kutwalibwa kwekebejjebwa mu ddwaliro.
Afterwards, did you discover that the suspect you were dealing with had sickle cell?
Yes.
Oluvannyuma nakizuula nti avunaanibwa yalina endwadde ya nnalubiri.
Afande, did you read his charge and caution statement?
Yes, I did.
Will I be right to say that you came across a statement saying I returned to Uganda because I was distressed mentally and physically?
I do not recall that particular phrase.
Would you wish to go there? On page 8,
My Lord, again, I will seek for your indulgence. If I understood counsel well, is cross-examining on charge and caution statement, my Lord. He has not laid any background as to whether the witness understands is the recording officer and the extent of his involvement in that particular statement, my Lord, that requires a well-elaborate process to prove its content. My Lord, the charge and caution statement is evidence subject to formal proof and cannot be casually traversed. Not even in cross-examination, my Lord, we believe, except if it is established that the witness is the recording officer. So we object to that line of cross-examination.
my Lord, I wish to rejoin.
Sorry, you need to reply?
Yes.
Please do.
My Lord, when I was beginning to ask him questions, he categorically stated he's an IO. Two, before asking him that very question, he told me he read it. My Lord, cross-examination, you can ask. Father, my Lord is a police officer, and that's why that file is called police file. That is why he cannot escape that question. I pray that he answers it.
You wish to rejoin, Mr. Mwaganya?
My Lord, the mere reading of documents does not make a witness competent to comment. That is, if a witness is to be compelled to answer to a document, then the necessary background, my Lord, has to be established as to the nexus, as to the connection of the witness to the document. My Lord, the rules of cross-examination cannot dispense with the process, the legal process required to be followed in traversing charge and caution statements. In fact, my Lord, with due respect, asking this witness to answer to the content of a charge and caution statement without establishing that he is the recorder would be at most a solicitation of hearsay, my Lord. Unless it is established that it is his statement as a recorder.
Okay, there are strict rules relating to the recording of charge and caution statements and also tendering in the evidence of the charge and caution statement, especially if it leads to confessions. The said charge and caution statement, whose contents the defense seeks the witness to read to the court to form part of the court record, has not been admitted on the court record. I find that reading out the contents of that statement to the court at this stage is irregular. The defense can wait for the prosecution to bring the author of the charge and caution statement, in which case they will cross-examine him, and in the event that the prosecution does not call that author, it is still within the power of the defense to have this witness called in as a defense witness in the event that this court finds a case to answer against the accused person. For that reason, let's cross-examine on other areas, but not on the confession or lack of it.
Much obliged, my lord. Afande, you said that you interacted with the suspect.
Yes, my lord.
Ogambye nti wayogezanya na Okello.
Are you in possession of information from the suspect? The fact that while he was renting in the US, the landlord chased him because he was using substances or drugs?
No. He did not give me such information, my lord.
Yantegeezaako nti landlord bwe yali apangisa mu America ti yamugoba kuba yali alina byakozesa.
Afande, would I be right to say you never read the whole of that file?
My lord, I read this file.
File eno nagisoma.
Will you find it comfortable if I told you to check for that statement in that file?
You specifically point out at a document that you're interested in, because if we are going to let him read through this whole file, what time shall we leave this place? Specify the document you want him to look at.
My lord, let me leave it at that. My lord, at this point, I rest cross-examination.
Okay, thank you. Any re-exam?
Yes, my lord, just on, I think, one area. The defense has asked you as to whether you included the statement in your testimony about the accused telling you the consequences of his actions, and you said it was not in your own statement. Do you get my background? Are you following me?
I have not understood you, my lord.
Okay. I'm saying you have been asked by the defense as to whether you included the phrase that the accused told you that he knew the consequences of his actions, and you said that particular phrase is not included in your statement. Yes?
Yes, my lord.
Why is it not? Why didn't you include it in your statement?
My lord, during the course of investigations, I undertook a lot of tasks and assignments, which some of them may necessarily not be in my statement. But I took them, or I did.
Aba mu kiseera ekyokunoonyereza naweebwa obuvunaanyizibwa bungi obw'enjawulo era ne mbukola, era ebimu biyinza obutabaamu mu statement yange.
My lord, that's all.
Okay, I just want to ask him a few questions. Officer,
Yes, my lord.
just something about the home that you visited and searched.
Yes, my
On
lord.
the search certificate, Exhibit 11, it is indicated as a house.
Amaka ge twagenda ne tukebera yali nzigo gumu.
And is it just alone? Are there many other rooms in one enclosure?
Yes, there are many other rooms, and this particular one was the last room at the edge of the building.
Waliwo emizigo emirala mu kitundu ekyo naye nga ogw'onaavunaanibwa gwe gwali gusembayo.
And where did you find the knives specifically?
The knives, some were found on a kitchen sink, kind of a sink. Others were recovered in a wardrobe.
Obulala bwazuulibwa mu wardrobe.
And there are some that were recovered in a suitcase.
Era obulala bwasangibwa mu suitcase, oba mu keesi eterekebwamu ebintu.
No, my lord.
And none from us, my lord.
Officer, thank you so much. It's been a heavy day for you since yesterday. Thank you for testifying and thank you for doing this work.
You're welcome.
We have the next witness on the stand.
Yes, my lord.
Nsabebale nnyo tufune omujulizi omulala.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
What's your name, sir?
My lord, I'm Detective Inspector Mpamizo Agre.
Gamba detective wa police.
How old are you, sir?
Mpamizo Agre.
I'm 57 years old.
Emyaka 5
What's your
musanvu.
religion?
I'm a Protestant by faith.
Protestant. Please go ahead and take oath.
I, Detective Inspector Mpamizo Agre, swear by the Almighty God that the evidence I'm going to give to this honorable court shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Agre, you say you're 57 years.
It's true, my lord.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a police officer.
Kituufu nina emyaka 5 musanvu ng'era ndi musirikale.
Where are you attached?
I'm attached to Kampala Metropolitan Police Headquarters, CPS.
Era nkolera ku CPS, Kampala Metropolitan.
What role did you play in this case?
My lord, I received instructions to carry out investigation support Kabaragara Police Division. I was
You're going
entrusted in two.
You're going to go at Penny's speed. You received instructions.
I received instructions from Detective Esrite James. After I have been sent by my CID commander, ACP Talemwa Moses.
Nafuna ebiragiro okuva ewa Detective Esrite James oluvannyuma lw'okubanga nali mpitiddwa mukama wange ACP Talemwa
Moses.
Moses.
That was on 6th of April 2026.
Walinga 6 mwezi ogwokuna mwaka 2026.
What instructions did you receive from James?
I received instructions to process court orders,
Nafuna ebiragiro okugenda mu maaso n'okufuna order za kooti,
obtain call data records, mobile money statements, KYC, in full know your customer, number 0769 58 26 20, being the phone number for a suspect by name of Onyum Christopher Okello, who was being investigated for an alleged case of murder.
nafuna ebiragiro okufuna order ya kooti okugenda mu maaso n'okuba nga nfuna ebikwata ku ngeri gye yakozesaamu engeri y'essimu, ennamba y'essimu gye yali ekozesebwamu, statement za mobile money ne enkozesa ye ennamba y'essimu namba 0769582622 ng'ennamba eno yali mmanya ga ateebereza okuzza omusango Onyum Christopher Okello.
What other instructions?
I proceeded to
Did you receive any other instructions?
Yes, my lord. On 9th Divisional Said Officer Kabaragara, Esrite James, to obtain court orders for 3 bank accounts
Era nawe bw'obuvunaanyizibwa obulala nga 9 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 okuba nga nfuna court order okugenda mu maaso nga nfuna kubikwata ku akawunti 3 ezaali mu Standard Bank.
My Lord, I proceeded in compliance to the orders or instructions issued to me, went to Makinye, Chief Magistrate Court, deponed affidavit, secured court orders for inspection and retrieving of copies of information from MTN Uganda Limited and Stanbic Bank Uganda Limited.
Era nagenda mu maaso n'okugondera ekiragiro ekyali kimpeereddwa ne ngenda mu kooti e Makindye Chief Magistrates Court era ne ndayira ne mpayo ebirayiro era ne nfuna order okubanga ngenda okutunula n'okufuna kopi z'ebikwata ku kopi z'ekiragiro okugenda mu kitongole kya MTN Uganda Limited ne bank ne Stanbic Bank.
My Lord, I served the court orders to the manager, MTN Uganda Limited, and I was issued with the information that I had requested. Core data records, KYC, mobile money statement, and
MTN.
Repeat, what did you get?
I obtained core data records, mobile money statement, KYC, and card history for the number 0769 582620.
Ekiragiro kya kooti kye nafuna ngenda ne nkiwa manager wa MTN okusaba call data ebikwata ku ntambuza ya sente ku namba y'essimu
0769
eri 0769585262.
Repeat the number again.
0769 582620.
Yes.
I also served the court orders to manager Stanbic Kabaragara branch. 3 court orders, my
Era
lord.
nagenda mu maaso ne ntwala ebiragiro bya kooti bisatu ewa manager wa banka ya Stanbic ku ttabiri e Kabalagala.
And I was issued with the documents that were in the request. That is, account statements for 3 accounts, 1 UGX and 2 USD accounts.
Era nagenda mu maaso ne mpeebwa ebiwandiiko ebyali mu kusaba kwe nali ntutteyo nga byali ku account eterekebwako sente eza siringi ne sente eza dola.
I was also issued with the bank account opening documents for the 3 accounts.
Era naweebwa ebiwandiiko ebyali bikwata ku kuggulawo akawunti ng'era zaali za akawunti ebiwandiiko byali bya akawunti 3.
And the accounts belonged to account name Onyum Christopher Okello.
Era amannya agaali ku ezo akawunti ge gaali Onyum Christopher Okello.
My lord, the accounts are in a report which I prepared
so
later.
fast for all of us. Yeah, taking us real speed.
You will. I'm actually looking at you to wait.
Okay, the accounts belong to Onyu.
My lord, I proceeded to analyze MTN and the bank documents from Stanbic Bank as requested by Division Law CID Kawaragara.
nagenda mu maaso n'okwekobojja byombiri ebiwandiiko bye nali nzije mu kitongole kya MTN n'ebyo nali nzije mu banka ya Stanbic Bank.
A report which was addressed to Director of Public Prosecutions on 17th April 2026.
Era oluvannyuma nakola alipooti gye nawandiikira aba ofiisi abakola ku buwabi bwa gavumenti nga 17 ogwokuna 2026.
How can you identify the report that you authored?
My Lord, the report was a 7-page document and I endorsed on each page of the report with my signature.
About the court orders that you talked about.
My Lord, the court orders bear my signature.
Sorry?
The court orders bear my signature as a deponent.
Court orders.
Court orders.
What do you mean by court orders bearing your signature? A court order.
My Lord, the court orders.
What bears your signature?
My affidavit in application for the court orders bear my signature and a copy of my warrant card ID.
Report gye nakola nsobola okugitegeera nti ya mikono 7 ng'era eriko omukono gwange era nga buli mukono ateekako omukono gwange era nga n'ebirayiro bye nnakuba okugenda okufuna order za kooti nazo kuliko omukono gwange ne warrant card yange.
Look at the document. Do you recognize it?
My Lord, this is a true document of a report that I made. It is made of 7 pages. It bears my signature on each page. It's dated 17th April 2026.
Eno ya reporter gye nakola ya mikono 7 era ku buli muko kuliko omukono gwange era nga ya wandikibwa nga kuzomwezi 17 mwezi ogwokuna mwaka 2026.
And it's addressed to Office of Director of Public Prosecutions.
Era nga yali esindikibwa omwabi wa gavumenti.
What else does your report contain?
My Lord, my report contains the information.
No, not the content. Other than your report.
Other than my report, the documents in my hands have court orders secured from Makinye.
Let's go one by one.
Phone number 0769 58 26 20. And the court order is having miscellaneous application MC
Dated when?
dated 7th day of April 2026. It has an application number MC.
Let's go into the details of
Mr.
that.
Mpamiso, let me read you.
Okay.
Ebirala byenkutte.
What is the court order requesting for?
The court order was requesting for call data and mobile money records from 1st January 2026 to date.
What else?
KYC,
Mobile money records from which period?
call data and mobile money records from 1st January 2026 to date.
What else?
KYC, card history,
Okay. The next court order
ebiragiro bye najja ku kkooti ekisooka kyali kigenda ewa manager wa 26 ng'era kyali kiriko order yali eriko ng'ennaku z'omwezi yaweebwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 7 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026 ng'era etegeeza esaba nti bampe enkuba engeri enamba eno gye badde kubisibwamu ebikwata ku ntambuza ya ssente oba mobile money okuva nga lumu omwezi ogwa January omwaka 2026 okutuusa kwolwo n'engeri enamba eyo gye badde ekozesebwamu.
next court order
My lord, the next court order was
My lord,
issued on 9th April 2026.
Yes, Mr.
the accused wishes to talk to us.
Please. Want to communicate anything from him?
No, my lord.
Please, let's proceed.
The next court order is issued by Mackinje Chief Magistrate Court in respect of account number 90300
account number
90300 27 28 5413. Account name Onyum Christopher Okello, addressed to manager Stanbic Bank. It was issued on the 9th day of April 2026.
Ekiragiro kya kkooti ekyokubiri kyali era kiva mu kkooti y'e Makindye nga kyali kiweebwa ku account number 9030027285413 nga eri mu mannya ga Onyom Christopher Okello ng'ekiragiro kyali kiweebwa manager wa Stanbic Bank.
Did you get the bank statement?
Yes, my lord.
Ya statement ya bank najifuna.
When?
My lord, I secured the bank statement on 16th April 2026.
Bank statement hiyo najifuna nga 16 mwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
Next court order
The next court order is for account number 90300 27 28 54 56. In the
Mwenda noti 3 noti 27285456 ng'eri mu mannya ga Onyom Christopher Okello.
dated
issued on 9th April 2026.
Ng'era ekiragiro ekyo kyaweebwa nga 9 omwezi ogwokuna omwaka 2026.
what was it requesting for?
The court order was requesting for the following: 2025 to date.
Yes.
Certified copy of specimen card, signature, photographs, and detailed particulars of account holder.
Certified copy of what?
A
Specimen?
certified copy of specimen card signature, photographs, and detailed particulars of the account holder.
Did you get the information?
More item was requested. Certified copy of account opening documents,
Account opening,
and any other relevant documents pertaining to the account holder.
Ekiragiro kino ekyokusatu kyali kisaba kopi ezikakasiddwa eza bank statement okuva nga 1 mwezi gw'omukaaga mwaka 2025 okutuusa kwolwo n'ekifaananyi n'ebikwata ku nannyini akawunti eyo era n'ebiwandiiko by'ebikakasiddwa banka ku biwandiiko ebyakozesebwa okuggulawo akawunti eno n'ebiwandiiko ebirala ebyetaagisa.
did you retrieve the information ordered?
My lord, I retrieved the information, but there is one court order which I have not talked about.
Can you first finish what I am asking you? We shall go to that court order, please. Mr. Mpamizo. So what information did you retrieve?
My lord, I retrieved the bank 16th April 2026.
Mwaka 2026.
What other court order?
My lord, I also obtained the court order for inspection of account number 903 002 728 5324 in the name of Onyum Christopher Okello.
Era nafuna ekiragiro kya kooti era nga kigenda mu banka.
It was on 9th April 2026.
Nga kikwata ku account number 9-0-2-2-7-28-53-24 ng'eri account number eri mu mannya ga Onyum Christopher Okello ng'ekiragiro kino kyaweebwa nga 9 mwezi gw'okuna mwaka 2026.
Did you retrieve the information?
Yes, my lord. I obtained statement of account, bank. The statement of account was issued on 16th April 2026.
Nafuna statement ekwata ku account eyo eyampeebwa nga 16 eyafuluma nga 16 mwezi gw'okuna mwaka 2026.
I also obtained the bank account opening documents.
Era nafuna n'ebiwandiiko ebyakozesebwa okuggulawo account
for 3 accounts.
For the 3 accounts.
Era ebiwandiiko bye nafuna ebyokuggula account byali bya account 3.
How about in respect of the court order to MTN? What did you retrieve?
My lord, I retrieved call data records, mobile money statement, KYC, and card history.
Kiragiro kya kooti ekyaweebwa kitongole kya MTN nafunayo amasimu oba call data amasimu agaali gakubibwa n'agayali afuna statement ya mobile money ebikwata ku nanyini simu eno.
Where are the respective court orders and the information retrieved, Mr. Mpamizo?
The court orders are with me. They are attached to this document I'm holding.
Era ebiragiro bya kooti eyo biri ku kiwandiiko kino kyenkutte.
That document has the name.
And this document is a report of analysis on telecommunication data and bank account documents.
Okay. So you said the court orders are annexed. What else is annexed? How about the information that you retrieved?
My lord, the information I retrieved is also contained in this document.
No kyenkutte ya lipoota gye namala ne nteeka mu buwandiike era nga erimu bye najja mu MTN ebyampeebwa byonna n'ebyava mu banka ze statement ezaava mu banka.
My Lord, I want to pray to tender the analysis report on telecommunication data and bank account documents dated the 17th of April 2026, together with the listed annexures as an exhibit.
Yes, Mr. Pumbuga.
My Lord, we have no objection to the documents as far as court documents are concerned and police. However, as far as banker statements or banker documents, MTN documents, we object on the following grounds. One, the witness is not the author. He does not work with these two institutions. For us to verify the credibility and integrity of these documents as exhibits and evidence on court record, the officers of these two documents from these institutions should come to court for cross-examination to test the truthfulness of this evidence. I therefore pray that court can only tender them as PID, but not as exhibits. I pray so.
Siwakanya kwayo biragiro ebyaweebwa kooti n'okulayira kw'omusirikale naye mpakanya bino ebyaggyibwa mu kitongole kya MTN ne statement ezaggyibwa mu banka. Ekisooka nti ono aziwaayo omujulizi si ye yaziwandiika, takola mu bitongole bino ebyogerwako ebibiri, era nga okuzuula obutuufu bw'ebiwandiiko bino kyetaaga abakozi okuva mu bitongole bino ebibiri bajje wano mu kooti okukakasa obutuufu bwabyo pozi nga kooti ekkiriza okuba nga birabibwako kooti naye nga singa ebizibiti.
Any rejoinder, Mr. Mwaganya?
My Lord, the issue as a recipient, which documents he procured pursuant to lawful process through a court order, through court orders, my Lord. Which were made, or rather applied for by himself. Which were applied for by himself my Lord, the documents as had and received
The documents are
as had and received by the witness are in their original form and therefore comply with the best evidence rule So as a witness that procured, my Lord, he is competent to tender the same as a recipient. My Lord, I'm wondering if you can take additional legal basis, or it's
No,
okay, my
I
Lord.
am about to pronounce myself.
Most obliged.
Okay, I have considered the objection that has been raised by the defense relating to the admissibility of the documents originating from Stanbic Bank, Kabalagala, and MTN Uganda. Counsel for the accused contends that the same cannot be admitted because the witness is not the author of the same. However, counsel does not object to the various court orders that led to the acquisition of those documents from MTN and Stanbic Bank. He also does not object to the report, which is an analysis of the documents he's objecting to. I find that the documents from Stanbic Bank Uganda, Kabalagala branch, and the MTN Uganda were properly obtained by the witness, and he is competent to tender in the report that analyzed them. And as a result, I admit the report together with its attachments, and I mark it PEX 15.
Most obliged.
You still have a lot with this witness, Mr. Mwaganya?
My Lord, about 20 minutes with him.
Could we stretch a little bit
Okay, my
for
Lord.
about 10 minutes?
Most obliged, my Lord.
And we return at a 20 past 2.
Genda ku mulamu tukomewo ng'eddakiika 2 eziyise ku ssaawa 8.
Because I have to tell the audience that the judge will be back in 30 minutes. Hello, good afternoon.
Musiibye mutya?
The judge had taken a break for 10 minutes,
Omulamuzi yadde awumuddemu eddakiika 10
but she has extended that so that people can first have lunch.
naye ayongezaayo abantu basobole okufuna ekyemisana.
So we shall be back at 3 p.m. That is when court will resume.
Kooti egenda kuddamu ku ssaawa 9 oluvannyuma lw'eddakiika ku ssaawa 9.
Yes. Thank you.
Mwebale nnyo.
lindako akanyenya kako ebevuga abantu 3 na 3 basatu